Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving deep into a legendary tale, one all about obsession, honor, and fire.
So that question, it is right at the heart of the story we're exploring today. It's this incredible clash between a sultan's relentless desire, a king's absolute honor, and a queen's ultimate, unbelievable sacrifice. Okay, let's get into it.
So, our story kicks off with two incredibly powerful rulers. And here's the thing, their worlds, their values, they're on a collision course, and it is gonna get dramatic.
Okay, so first up, in Delhi, we've got Alauddin Khilji. This guy is ambitious, he's ruthless, and he has this core belief that anything and everything precious in the entire world, it belongs to him.
I mean, this quote right here says it all. It translates to only Aladdin has a right to every precious thing. And that right there, that's his entire philosophy. His world is all about conquest and power. If he wants something, he takes it. Simple as that. He'll do whatever it takes. I mean, he even seized the throne from his own uncle. That tells you everything you need to know.
But then, you have a totally different world, far away from all the brutal politics of Delhi. In the serene kingdom of Mewar, we meet King Ratan Singh, and he meets Padmavati, the princess of Singhal. Their story is the complete opposite of Khilji's. It's all about mutual respect and love. They get married, and she moves with him to his capital, the incredible fortress of Chittor.
But you know this peace can't last, right? It's all about to be shattered by one single act of betrayal. And this act, it plants a seed, a really dangerous, all-consuming seed of obsession.
So get this, the kingdom's own royal priest, a guy named Raghav Chetan, gets caught spying on the king and queen. Not good. He gets banished, obviously, and now he wants revenge. So what does he do? He travels all the way to Delhi, but he doesn't bring a sword, he brings words. Words that he knows are perfectly designed to set off Khilji's bottomless greed.
And with just a few poetic words, he describes her face as having the shadow of the moon, with fire hidden in her veil. And just like that, in Khilji's mind, Padmavati is no longer a person. She's the ultimate nayab cheese, that rare, precious thing he has to possess. The idea of her just completely consumes him, and without a second thought, he marches his entire army towards Chittor.
So what comes next isn't just a battle for a castle. No, it's so much more than that. It's a fundamental clash of two completely different ways of life. Khilji's raw obsession versus the Rajput's unwavering code of honor.
So Khilji's army shows up at the gates of Chittor, and they just wait. For 6 long months, they lay siege to the fort, but Chittor doesn't fall. Khilji's army is running out of supplies, and frankly, he's running out of patience. He can't win by force, so he decides to switch tactics. He turns to deceit.
He offers this fake truce. His one request, just let him see Padmavati. And here's where that code of honor comes in. King Ratan Singh, bound by Rajput principles of hospitality, even for an enemy, agrees. He lets Khilji see Padmavati's reflection in a mirror. And then, as is his duty as a host, he personally walks Khilji out of the fort.
And bam! This is the moment those two worlds collide. Khilji has zero respect for any of that. He sees an opportunity. He repays that hospitality with the ultimate betrayal. He captures Ratan Singh and sends a chilling demand back to Chittor. Give me Padmavati or your king dies.
Okay, so this is where things get really interesting, because Padmavati, who up until now has been this symbol of beauty, suddenly becomes this incredible master strategist. She actually agrees to Khilji's demands, but on her own terms. And every single one of her conditions is a hidden piece of a brilliant, super daring rescue plan. You see those 800 palanquins for her handmaidens? They aren't filled with women. They're filled with Chittor's fiercest soldiers, all in disguise. It's an absolutely masterful move. She uses Khilji's own arrogance, his own obsession, right against him. She infiltrates his camp and rescues her husband. It's a stunning checkmate.
Well, you can imagine how Khilji feels. He's enraged. He's been completely humiliated. So he launches one final, brutal, all-out assault on Chittor. And this is what leads to the tragic, powerful climax that this story is famous for.
In the middle of all this chaos, the two rulers finally face off. A one-on-one duel. It's Khilji's win-at-all-costs mentality against Ratan Singh's honorable skill. But, true to form, Khilji doesn't play by the rules. Just as they're fighting, his general sneaks up and attacks Ratan Singh from behind. And just like that, the honorable king falls to a coward's blow.
So their king is gone. The enemy is literally about to break down the gates. The women of Chittor, with Padmavati leading them, are faced with an impossible choice. They know it's coming: capture, enslavement, dishonor. So they decide to protect their dignity in the only way they have left.
And their resolve is just absolute. They declare, this body will turn to ash, but Rajut honor will remain immortal. They choose fire over chains. Dressed in their wedding clothes, they commit Johor, walking together into a great fire. So when Khilji finally bursts through the gates, expecting his prize, he finds nothing. Just echoes and ashes.
So think about it. Khilji won the fort, right? He conquered the walls, but he lost the one thing he came for, the very thing he sacrificed everything to get. Padmavati's final act made sure that even if he owned the land, he could never, ever own its spirit. And it just leaves you with this question, doesn't it? In a war that's fueled by pure obsession, what does victory even look like?